up, guys? It's your boy HMK once again, and we are getting very close to the end of the year and finally 2022 when it comes to the hype of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, or I should say the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And the reason why we don't have a name right now is because Nintendo claims through build training and more interviews that the subtitle is a bit of a spoiler, but we're gonna get into that. I'm like, how big of a spoiler can it be that we still don't know the name after years and years, and the fact that the game's coming out next year? But the main topic of this video is that Breath of the Wild 2, is it going to make an appearance at the Game Awards this year? And the Game Awards is literally like in a couple of days and change. It's happening December 9th, if I'm remembering correctly, which is a Thursday, whatever. If I'm messing up, I'll put the date in the thing. But what's going down is that Geoff Keighley, the Game Awards, they always have something pretty substantial when it comes to showing off new Nintendo stuff. I mean, we haven't seen anything Breath of the Wild 2 related, even though I was believing really hard that was going to happen in 2019 and 2020, and it didn't happen. But we got some cool stuff when it came to, like, you know, the Sephiroth reveal trailer and other things. And, you know, Geoff Keighley has a really good relationship with Nintendo. And I feel now is the time, and I've said this before, but now is the time that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be at the Game Awards, and we might finally get a name, because, you know, Skyward Sword HD is out, and Age of Calamity's DLC is out, but there is one small thing that I did not understand back in the day, and it makes so much sense on why Breath of the Wild 2 wasn't at the Game Awards last year or the year before. And one small detail that reflects the fact that Breath of the Wild got trailers at the Game Awards multiple times aside from Breath of the Wild 2, the thing that connects them and separates together is this. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Back in the day, when we got Breath of the Wild, we didn't know it was Breath of the Wild. It was Zelda Wii U, but we still got a release date that was aiming for 2015 back in 2014. So that's why we got another trailer at the Game Awards, because they were confident, and even they said it at the Game Awards. Miyamoto and Aonuma said they were confident that the game was going to release in 2015. We got to release Majora's Mask first. We got to release Star Fox Zero first. But they were confident. We didn't know it was going to come out in 2017, which in the long run is a lot better and whatnot. So now that we know a release date for Breath of the Wild 2, the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, from this year's E3 for 2022, that means they're confident in that release year, so much so they're gonna have a trailer. They're gonna have a trailer ready for Breath of the Wild 2 at the Game Awards. You can take that to the bank and check that check, and it will not bounce. I am sure of it, because if you're confident enough to give us that 2022, that means you must be ready to show off something relatively soon. And build training, I'm watching you. You said it yourself. You said that we're gonna get more Breath of the Wild 2 news, and the fact that, oh, it's a spoiler. But let's talk about that for a little bit. How big of a spoiler can Breath of the Wild 2's name be? So much so that we still don't know it. I mean, we're gonna have to know the subtitle before the game comes out. It's not like you're gonna release it 2 days before the game comes out. You have to promote. We have to know the identity. So how big of a spoiler can it be when we know what's going down in Breath of the Wild and what seems to be going down in Breath of the Wild 2? Are we going to the past? We're going to the sky. Ganondorf is back. Zelda is gone. So what is the subtitle? Is it a big spoiler for the in-game story, or is it a big spoiler to the identity of the game? Do they not want us talking about the potential of us going to the past, the potential of what Ganondorf means for Breath of the Wild 2, or they don't want us to know that Zelda's dead or something? Like, what do they not want us to know? They're gonna have to tell us something. They're gonna have to let us know the subtitle before the game comes out. You can't hide it for forever, Nintendo, and I feel that at the Game Awards, we're finally gonna get that name, because the Game Awards is literally the end of this year, December, the last month, 12 of 21, and we are gonna go into 2022 with full promotional spikes for Breath of the Wild 2. We're gonna have to know the identity of this game so we can have the conversation. And that's so weird. Why doesn't Nintendo want us to talk about this game when it comes to the subtitle? What's such a big secret that they had to, like, really hold down? It doesn't have something to do with Skyward Sword? I really think so, because they didn't want to really reveal the name before Skyward Sword HD came out, but it's been out and about. It's sold so much. By the way, play the game, get the game. It's fun. Black Friday, that's today. Grab it. You'll have a good time, and I feel that you're really gonna need to know what goes down with Demise and Girahim and all that good jazz. Skyloft, for Breath of the Wild 2 because we're going back into the skies. Maybe we'll have a Loftwing or something like that. Where's my Zelda amiibo? It's like back there. And make sure to have that ready because something is gonna go down and we're gonna find out what's gonna go down. Can you imagine an AR presentation of Breath of the Wild 2 will finally get a name? I feel we're finally gonna get a name this year at the Game Awards, and we're gonna get more information. Nintendo always does that when it comes to showing off something at the Game Awards. It could either be in the beginning of the Game Awards or the end of the Game Awards. It doesn't matter because Nintendo has the social media in their pocket when it comes to these big announcements. So I feel that they're preparing. Jeff Keighley saw the trailer already. I am telling you, Jeff Keighley saw that trailer. And they are preparing themselves for a big blowout of subtweets, retweets, quote tweets, trending, all that good jazz for Breath of the Wild 2, whatever that name is. I bet you, man, I'm about to go to Twitter right now. I'm about to punch in every Zelda sounding subtitle looking name I can think of, and it's gonna have that little Twitter button that's always at the end of the hashtag. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm not crazy. I'm the only one that's not crazy. All right. It's gonna go down the Game Awards, and I'm telling you, 2022. They're confident. It's time. They're gonna begin. It's gonna begin. All right, Zelda has nothing else. The Game & Watch is out, for Christ's sake. Age of Calamity DLC, done. Skyward Sword HD, done. The Game & Watch is out, done. Where's the 35th anniversary, Nintendo? Come on. Yo, you're going to release Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD on the Switch? Or are you going to give us some more, Ocarina of Time again and again and again? I'm saying that, but I'll buy it. But I mean, I'm still not paying for NSL. But what do you guys think? Do you believe in your heart of hearts that the Game Awards this year, 2021, is finally gonna give us Breath of the Wild 2, a name, a new trailer, all that good jazz, Ganondorf's voice actor? Come on, you know you want to give it to us. Oh yeah, so if you're down for that, please like, share, favorite, and most importantly, subscribe to HMK for more Zelda videos every week. We back, baby. So until the next one, and until the Game Awards, I'm gonna see you live. It's gonna go down. You gotta believe. Until then, this has been HMK. I'll check you guys later.